If the hips are always your problem and you have lower back pain, it hurts in the hip area, even in the pubic area, and your legs are always really tense, this is the practice for you. We already have a series on tight hips. You can check it out. There's quite a few practices for you, and get ready because you're going to feel so much more buttery and soft afterwards. So once again, welcome to Yoga with Vic. This time we're going to have a little friend with us. So if you have a blog, fantastic. If you don't have a blog, go around and maybe find that old encyclopedia that you haven't really looked at for about 20 years. Something that can prop you up. If it's not a thick book, maybe it can be a hard pillow or something around, the shape of a block. Anyway, bring yourself one and let's try how it goes with that friend of us. So let's start in supta baddha konasana. So this is butterfly up. So basically we're gonna be on our backs. We're gonna put the block under our feet. If the block is too much, you can do it without the block. So this can be your butterfly. So put the soles of the feet together and drop the legs towards the sides. We've done this before, but if you already have that one mastered, just put both feet on top. So we elevate slightly the legs, and then the hips are going to open a little bit more. So we're just going to start here. Just breathing, relaxing. Where are our hips? You might say, I know where my hips are, but maybe we're not really aware of where they are in the whole concept of bodiness. So just relax, let them melt, let them find some space. If you want to put a hand on your belly and a hand on your chest, and then breathe and feel your lower hand going up. Bring in the air to the belly, and then the one on your chest going up, and then the other around, just emptying and filling up the air, slowing down. No rush here. And feel how the air is going lower and lower towards the lower part of the belly, towards the hip, the pubic area. And keep relaxing the legs, let them drop. Just be aware if there's any tension that you keep putting them together, just relax them. And if you're very brave and you have 2 blocks and you want to put 2 blocks, go ahead. But 1 should be enough. So don't get too caught up on that. Okay, from here, we're going to, let me start with the left so you can see it properly. So we're going to put the left foot on the block. We're going to bring the right foot over the left knee, flexing the foot so we activate the shin and protect the right knee. And if this is enough, we'll stay here. This might be enough for you because it might already be a big hip opener. If this is something you've already done with me or without me, and it's passed and ticked, then you might grab maybe the back of the thigh, keeping again the foot flexed. Or maybe if you're like, this is easy for me now, you can grab the shin and bring then the legs towards you, towards your chest. And breathe. Whatever you are, just breathe and bring the breath towards the hip. Here you can feel more tension in the right hip, the one that is flexed, the one that is more open, the one that is more bent. They're both bent. And then from here, we're going to grab and push the block towards the left side. And then we're going to turn both legs towards the left, like in a twist. And then we're going to bring the right foot towards the left. And we're going to keep both shoulders on the ground and try to keep as much as possible. It's not touching, obviously, but the right glute going towards the floor. And then we have a big extension of the glute here. working and relaxing also a little bit that muscle, which is a big muscle. And if you think, this is easy, you can remove the block and then go a little bit lower. Again, keeping the torsion of the spine, which is also a great addition. And you will feel it in the outside of your hip. And once we're here, okay, relax. Whether you're using the block under the foot or not. And then we come to the center. Okay, now we're going to play. We're going to put the block on top of a foot. So there you go. We're going to keep the right leg straight and feeling, this has to be on top. If you need to bend the knee a little bit because you cannot straighten the leg, bend it a little bit, however it feels good, just keep it there. So there's a bit of balance. And then with the left leg, we're going to go down, then we'll open towards the left, and then we'll bring it slowly up again. Then down, lower, abdominals also working, but also working on that hip extension and opening abductors and adductors. Go down. You can put the arms open if that feels more comfortable. Open and bring it up. Lower, no rush here. Open towards the left as much as you can. Make the circle as big as you can and then come up. Lower, abdominals getting involved. Open to the left as much as you can, and when you cannot reach anymore, bring it up. And now we're going to reverse. Open to the left, come towards the center, and then bring it up. And yes, the right foot is still there. And so no rush, because otherwise the block will fall. And put the hands wherever they feel more comfortable, whether they're closer to the body or whether they're far away, whatever works. 2 more. Open, 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 open. And close, come up. And the last one, open. And come up. Beautiful, amazing. Ta-da! Now we're going to put again the block on the ground. And now the right foot is going to come on the block. The left foot is going to come over the right leg. So remember to flex the left foot. And if this is enough, just keep it there and just relax and see how it goes. Maybe you can push a little bit the leg towards the outside. And if it feels good and it's too easy, then bring the hands behind your hamstrings, behind the thigh, or maybe the shin, whatever works. And bring it towards your body. And then you'll feel that tension on the left thigh this time, on the left hip. And maybe you can use your left elbow to push a little bit, just a bit, the knee out. However it feels good. Opening the hip. This is just the warm-up, not warning you, just telling you. Don't worry, you're not going to break in two, and we always do it to our own degree. And now relax. Let's push the block towards the right side, and now we're going to bring the left leg towards the right, and you can land it on the block. And if you want to land it all the way on the ground, for me this one is like, oh, this is already enough. I can feel it a lot in my inner thigh. So again, we're always asymmetrical. So whatever works for you. If you want to remove the block and go all the way, that's also possible. So whatever works, just relax in there. And breathe. Breathe through the discomfort. Pain, no pain. If there's pain, then you might have to put it maybe a little bit higher. But we don't want pain. We don't mind discomfort because obviously we're pushing ourselves a little bit. But pain, no, we don't want that. Oh, I can feel it melting slowly. And I always suggest that if you really like the move, if you really like the pose, stop the video and just enjoy it a couple more minutes. I'm going to move on. So I'm going to now put the block on the left leg, left foot. Okay, we're going to hold it there. If you need to bend a little bit because otherwise it's difficult for you to extend the leg, then do whatever works. And now we're going to go low, open, oops, and I'm hitting the wall. So if you see me wobbling a little bit, that's because the wall is too close. Maybe I'm just gonna move, oopsie, a little bit here. Okay, down, open to the right, come up, and lower slowly. So you're also working the abdominals, open to the right, bring it up, lower. Inhale and exhale, however you feel works better for you. Sometimes you inhale going down and exhale going up, or maybe works different for you. In this case, it is a very personal choice. So whatever it is best is your choice. And we're going to reverse, so open to the right as much as possible, go down, relax, and go to the center, graze in the floor, come up, and open again to the right, lower, and come up, open, drop it like it's hot, and then go to the center, and you might hear cracks and pops, and it feels like your hip might be just getting out of place. It's not, don't worry, but yeah, it feels awkward sometimes, so don't panic. It's very normal. It's your hip saying, what is going on? Are we doing some work here? We are definitely. Okay, and the last one. Open to the right, lower, 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 lower. Turn it to the center and bring it up. And ta-da! Oopsie, that was a bit of a landing. Let's go up. And then we're going to put the block in the front. And I'm going to show you first with the left leg so you can see it clearly. So we're going to put the foot on the block. We've done this similar before, but obviously with the foot on the ground. So this is going to be a little bit higher. So that means it's going to be a bit more open. And again, if you think, that's not going to happen, and this is your lounge, because you're still very close, this also works. If you have gone through this phase and you want to try, just put it on the block. We'll leave this one aside. So here, obviously, there's more opening of the I was going to say shoulders, of the hips, especially you're going to feel it on the hip flexor of the right leg. And then from here, we're going to come up. Inhale and exhale, go down a little bit lower. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. There you go, beautiful. Inhale, come up. So working on the hip flexor, extension, and then contraction. Just working on both. Strength and stretch. Lower. And come up. Lower. Come up. Lower. And if lower is okay, you think it works, maybe let's try to extend the hands a little bit higher. And go a little bit towards the back bending. And yes, I can feel my hip flexor. Ooh, beautiful. Okay, come up. And now we kickstand the right leg. So it's going to go towards the back because we're going to go towards the side. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to give you the back. Hello. And then we're opening to the side. And now we're working with the left leg again, bending. So open and come up. Lower and come higher. Lower and come up. Lower
a little bit more. You probably feel it in the inner thigh. Come up and lower. Come up, and the last one, lower. Maybe a little bit more. And come up. Beautiful. Okay, shall we try with the other leg? Amazing. Right leg is going to go on top of the block. Even you can try two. Like, I'm super brave, I'm going to go for two. Well, just to show you, but no need. I'm going to keep going with one. You can put both like this if it works better. If you want to use both, you want to have a wider base. But let's go down and up. Lower and up. You can bring the arms if you want. Lower and come up. Whatever. Arms are optional, but you know. This is you're already working something in the lower body. Why not working a little bit also on the upper body? Lower. Maybe you can use the triceps a little bit just to add something else. Again, option. And then we go lower. And then we bring the hands up. Maybe we grab both arms. So, we get both hands together. Maybe all fingers grab, interlace except the indexes. And maybe we go back. And then we feel that left hip flexor saying hello. What's happening here? And inhale, come up. And then we kickstand the left leg this time. So the toes go towards the back. And then from here we go to the side. Side. And come up. And side. And you can also bring the arms and come up. And side. And you can feel, it might be only, 5-6 centimeters, maybe 2 inches, whatever it is, but you can feel the difference. And again, if you're really brave and you think, oh, I'm going to go for 2 blocks because I can do that. Welcome. Whatever feels good. If you're feeling brave today, if you're feeling daring, if you're feeling flexible, go for it. No one's stopping you, but don't do it because of ego. Don't be because, I want to do higher and then, suffer. And ahimsa says no hurting. So the first thing is don't hurt yourself, especially when it's about, I can do more, but then something is not right. So, and don't do it just for ego, as I said. Okay, keep it low and open, 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 open. And here we go. Beautiful. And now we're going to bring one of these. These are really hard because they're actually wood and cork. So if yours is not so hard, you might feel a bit better between the thighs. But grab it between the thighs. So the narrow part of this, because this is a bit more complicated, it hurts and it's difficult to grab. So just the narrowest part. And then we're going to grab it between the thighs. So I want you to really put pressure. So like you really want to squeeze it. Then bring the hands to the front. And then go back and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And up. Feel that you're really squeezing, like you really want to get some juice out of the block. And keep the glutes also super engaged. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And come up. Squeeze. Really. Now I see. Starts getting the cork out. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Oh my God, the inner thighs are on fire. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And I want you to remember to memorize this movement, this feeling of a squeezing, because you're going to need it very soon. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Oh, and you can feel the hamstrings. You can feel also the quadriceps. Everything is engaged. Legs getting super strong. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's intense. Okay, but that's going to help a lot now. And I want you to think about that movement. Now we can do the frog. And the frog. We're going to separate the knees, reasonable distance, as much as you can, let's say, without going incredibly crazy. At the moment, we have the feet on the ground, so they're not tucked or anything. Slowly, we're going to bring the toes out and out. And you might already feel like, whoa, this is quite intense. Right, hands in front of you, and just start slowly going back and a little bit forward. Slowly and forward. Back, a little bit lower and forward and back and forward. And the last time, go back, stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come forward. And now we're going to do something slightly different. PNF, proprioceptory neuromuscular. Anyway, PNF. I'll drop you later because it's quite a long thing. But the important thing about PNF, it is basically you relax the muscles as they are. So now we're supposed to be relaxed. Then we contract the muscles. So remember when you were squeezing that block between your thighs. So imagine you still have that block and you squeeze, 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 squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now relax. And naturally, there will be a tendency to have more opening in the hips. And you might feel, oh, that's true. Actually, I can open them a tiny millimeter more. Okay, let's do that again. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Imagine you really have a block in between your legs. Squeeze like you had it before. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh, yes, a little bit more. Bit more opening. Last time, another 10 seconds. Are you ready? And keep breathing, yeah? Inhale, exhale, and squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep it squeezing. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. How does it feel? Okay, bring the toes together. Bring the block. Put it underneath your sit bones. We're going to sit down. And you're going to go, ah, yes, this feels so much better. So slowly come back to a seated position, still with the legs moderately open. If you need to close them a little bit, do so, whatever works. But keep them as open as you possibly can. And let's do some circles just to chill. And if you need to come on top of the mat because the top of the feet are a bit hard, I'm doing it because of that, because I feel a bit hard. So just go in circles as big as you can. And you can grab your ankles if that works, whatever it works for you. And then to the other side, clockwise, anti-clockwise, whatever you were going before. And just turn it towards the other side. And we're almost there. Don't panic. We're reaching the end. The worst is already gone. Isn't the rear view mirror? And beautiful. Amazing. Now bring the knees together. Get yourself up. Remove that block. Put it aside. And now we're going to go on our backs. And we're going to go back to the beginning. So you can do that supta baddha konasana, the upper butterfly. So you can either do it normal way, you can bring the block under the feet as we started with, or you can just put it here around the pubic bone. And I want you to focus, because this is going to be our savasana. And if you want to do standard savasana, please feel free to extend the legs. But I want you to just focus on bringing the air again and just feeling that it goes so low. It goes towards your pubic bone and your hip area, that you actually lift a little bit the block when you breathe. So inhale and feel how it moves up a little bit, and then exhale. There it goes out. Inhale. deeply, 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 that you bring all the air towards your hip area. And exhale, empty the hip area. So the chest, throat, and let it all go. Inhale. Feel it lifting a little bit. Just to get that feedback. And if it doesn't work, just remove it. If you prefer to have it under the feet, put it under the feet. Or if you just want to get rid of it completely, do so. Give yourself a few breaths here. Just relax, observe, chill. Let your hips melt. No contraction needed now. Let it all go. And when you feel ready, remove the block. If you have it, put it aside. Extend the legs. Bring them towards your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Oh. And from here, rock and roll yourself to seated position. Supta. Bringing the hands in front of your chest on a gesture of gratitude. Grateful for having these beautiful hips that move. They're such a big joint. They're powerful. They're strong, and we just want to have them supple, movable, and serving us to our best. Grab your hands, make some heat, put them in front of your eyes. Feel the warmth. Slowly remove them, opening your eyes with a big smile. Grateful for having you here. If you feel this is something you really need to practice, not only this practice, you have more. You just check in the playlist of tight hips. There's a lot of difference, and there'll be more to come because I know how difficult it is for a lot of people to move their hips and to have supple hips. So I'm going to insist, and proceed to do more of this. So keep an eye on the playlist. And yeah, practice it once, twice a week, alternate it with the other ones. You have yin, you have more strong ones, you have also standing ones, lying ones, anything. In any case, save them for later. If you know somebody who needs this work for the hips, share that with them, share the love. And if you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Because you will get every week several practices. So you will have the notification bell or however it works. I don't know exactly how that works. But anyway, you probably will have something telling you if it has already posted something, and that will help me a lot to just provide yoga to the whole world and have more visibility and help more people like yourself. So thank you so very much. See you very shortly. Namaste.